Connor, you maybe kind of struggle throwing the ball, but then you hook up the base for the big 46-yarder. Do you think, maybe that your arm strength is always going to be there for when you need to make the passes?
Yeah, I mean, I have confidence in the way I throw the ball. It's a matter of defense, what they're playing. They're in a big, deep zone. Force us to run it, we're going to run it.
Connor, on that particular play that Gabe mentioned, what did you see there before the snap in terms of the coverage that made you think
well,
about
earlier we ran the same play, but he ran a curl instead of go, and he sat on it. So Coach did a good job of recognizing that coverage and sending it in, and it was a good play.
Here, go ahead. He's from the back. You got it.
How nice to see your team just pull out a win that maybe wasn't pretty and just where you really had to grind one out here today.
Yeah, it was a big win for us. We're undefeated in the East this year, which is huge. Coach was harping on that all week. It's a big win for us, especially coming after a tough loss, and we have 2 more to go.
Connor, did you expect coming in that you guys would have to win this game on the ground and that you and Brandon may have to carry that attack?
Actually we came in with more of a passing attack. They played a lot of cover 1 against other teams, and against us they came out and basically the same thing Tennessee against us, in a big zone, and forced us to run the ball. And I think we proved we can.
Connor, you grew up in SEC East territory, if you will. Do you understand the magnitude of sweeping the East, if you will, and doing what you did against Tennessee and Florida, and what coaches kind of harped on this week?
Yeah, absolutely. It's huge for us. It's huge for the program. I don't think it's ever been done here before, and it's just huge for the team and the fan base.
Connor, talk about the read option and especially your running ability. I thought you guys killed them all game with that.
Yeah, we really live and die on that in the run game, and we do a great job. Our linemen have excellent zone blocking abilities, and you just really have to pick your poison on them.
Connor, Coach Spurrier called this the biggest win of his career here at South Carolina, just because a lot of people, when he took over, said that he couldn't do it, couldn't win here, beat the big teams in the SEC, and so just talk about his thoughts on that.
Yeah, I'm really happy for Coach. I know he was, really happy after this win. It was huge for him, as well as his program. And we can say that we beat Florida back-to-back. I don't care if they're in a down year or anything. That's tough to do.
Kind of, when Coach Spurrier kind of de-emphasizes his ties to Florida, but do you guys want to win it maybe more for him than maybe he cares about it?
I think so. We know how his background in Florida, and this game means a lot to him. I'm not saying that it means more to him than others, but definitely we want to win this more.
Connor, how satisfying is this for you personally? You've been able to continue to lead the team to wins, and I know probably some fans maybe had some reservations when you had to take over, but now you're showing them that you really got for the job.
Well, yeah, I still think I'm settling in. I believe I'm getting better game by game. Like I said before, it's all about game time experience, and the more and more I get, I think the more and more I get better.
Connor, right here. Talk about the first touchdown run that you had. When you draw back to pass, did you not see anything? What happened there?
Yeah, they started out defense when we snapped the ball. They rolled into one high safety, and it was not what we wanted. And I took off running, and I ended up being a pretty good play.
Connor, on the play where you went out, looked like you got a hit in the head. Was it? Or the coach said just the breath knocked out of you?
Yeah, I think I landed on a cleat. It knocked the breath out of me. Got my back a little bit, but now my head's fine.
Connor, during the game, Alshon became the school's career receiving leader. Did you guys realize that at any point during the game? Did he say anything about it?
He didn't say anything. I heard it over the intercom. Very happy for him. It's tough to get him the ball this season when the guys are playing and overplaying him, and he understands all that. And I'm very happy for him.
Since you guys have become more of a run-heavy offense, have you changed the offense in any way? Have you looked at game film about other teams?
Not really. I think we knew coming into this year we'd have to have a big year running the ball, and even after Marcus got hurt, we still had to rely on the run game, and Brandon's done a great job.
Connor, at what point this week did you start to feel better after that concussion? I guess, and then secondly, completely unrelated, but your plans for maybe watching the game that just began about, I guess, a half hour ago.
As far as the concussion, I felt okay Monday. They kept me out of everything, and Tuesday I started throwing the ball, and Wednesday I was in full practice. But I felt pretty good on Monday, but it got better day by day. And Georgia-Auburn game, we know it has to happen, and we'll grab a bunch of guys and go watch the game. But that didn't have a play in how we played today. We knew we had to get the job done today. Appreciate it.